Prose about winter. It is the beginning of December. Winter still hesitates. Storms howl, and for days now a kind of hasty, scanty rain falls, changing at times into wet snow for an hour or so when it gets bored. The roads are impassable. The day lasts only 6 hours. My house stands alone in the open fields, surrounded by a howling west wind, in dreary rain and splashing water, next to a brown, dripping garden, and close to drenched, barely recognizable footpaths that lead nowhere. Nobody arrives, nobody leaves. The whole world somehow has faded into the distance. Everything is the way I so often wanted it. Solitude, total silence, not a human soul, no animal, only myself in my study with the storm howling through the fireplace and the rain beating against the windows. The days pass like this. I get up late, drink milk, start a fire. Then I sit in my study among 3,000 books, alternately reading 2 of them. When my eyes hurt, I move to my armchair and watch how the scanty daylight fades against the covered walls and finally dies. Or I stand in front of these walls and look at the backs of the books. They are my friends. They stayed with me. They will survive me. Even though I'm less and less interested in reading them, I have to hang on to them because they're all I have. I look at them, these silent, involuntary, faithfully remaining friends, and I think of their stories. So the day passes and the evening lasts until about 10 o'clock by the lamplight, books and cigars. Then I climb into my bed in the cold room next door without knowing why I can sleep only a little. I look at the shape of the window, the white water basin, a white picture seemingly floating above the bed in the pale light of the night. I hear the rumbling of the storm on the roof and pounding on the windows. Hear the moaning of the trees, the falling of the splashing rain. Hear my breath. Hear the quiet beating of my heart. I open my eyes, close them again, try to focus on my reading, but fail to do so. Instead, I think of the other nights, of the 20 nights that have passed with me lying just like this, the same pale light on the window, and my quiet heartbeat counting those dull, dead hours. This is how the nights pass. They have no meaning, neither have the days, and yet they pass. That is their purpose. They will come and go until they will again have some meaning, or they just end, or my heartbeat cannot count them anymore. What comes after is the coffin, the grave, maybe on a bright blue day in September, maybe in wind and snow, maybe in beautiful June when the lilac blooms. However, not all of my hours are like that. 1 hour or half 100 hours are different. Then I remember what I actually always wanted to think of and what is always veiled and hidden from me by the books. The wind, the rain, the pale night. Then I think again, why is my life this way? Why has God left me? Why has my youth abandoned me? Why am I so dead? Those are my good hours. Then the oppressive fog lifts. Patience and indifference flee. I become awake and look into the dreadful emptiness and can feel again. I feel my loneliness like a frozen lake around me. I feel the shame and the foolishness of this life. I feel pain about my lost youth, like an angry fire burning. It hurts, sure, but it is after all shame, it is torture, it is after all life, thought, and consciousness. Why did God leave me? Where did my youth go? I do not know. I would never figure it out. However, These are questions. This is rebellion. This is no longer death.